As I'm sure you already know what a screen recorder is, it just records everything I'm doing to show you the originality of what I'm saying. Here I'm going to Facebook and I'm typing in Julio's name because I remember the message having the name Julio in there somewhere, and it's easier to pull it up that way. Here I've asked her if she could give me a file of the original notarized agreement back in June of 2020, where she tells me she's going to give back my children. Right up there, she has said that I haven't received any paperwork from the courts because David never filed for anything. And the court's probably not happening. She told me several times, and my mother, that court was not happening. She tried to avoid to get us going there. She had so many excuses. I'm having trouble loading this page, so I'm just going to let it sit there and try to reload it again. That way I'm not stopping anything, or, that I don't get accused of it being altered again. This is the agreement. It is appointment of short-term guardian for minor children and durable health care power of attorney, in which Christine had in fact gave to me and walked me through it, knowing I didn't know anything about it. It was supposed to execute on January 20th, 2021, pretty close to the day that Christine had taken my calling away from my children and I, and started all those problems. Right below here, you're going to see there is a signature there, but you can hardly see it because she signed in green ink. When I had noticed this was about the time that I discovered what Christine was actually doing with my children in November 30th hearing. I didn't know that she said all those things about me. And I didn't know that she was lying like she was. I didn't know that she was trying to obtain the guardianship like she was. I thought everything had a relevance to this agreement. I had the understanding I was going to get my children back in the 6 months period, and no longer were they going to be in her care. Now, by discovering what Christine has been doing with my children, her real intentions, it's only given me a window to look into her. And I'm discovering a lot of unsettling things about my sister, and this green ink is no surprise. Honestly, not anymore, not after all the things that I found. And, everybody rolled their eyes at me when I thought the fact that, there's something behind everything that Christine does. There's a reason why she signed in green ink. When everybody laughed at me, I did my research. And upon researching, I have found shocking details such as green does not show up on monochrome printers, black and white printers. Now, what do the courts have? They have black and white printers for all their copies, their scans. When you fax something, it's black and white. Now, I was going over Julio's reports, and in the very first one, the report and recommendation, it had stated that I gave him this form. But that's funny because I never did. So I'm wondering if Christine had faxed it over to the courthouse. And when you fax it over to the courthouse, it's going to be in black and white. So when you have green on black and white, it shows as if nothing is there. Now I've reopened another screen recording so I can go back to the photograph. It's the original one again. And there's no altering or anything like that. And I'm going to be demonstrating the black and white theory, or the green ink theory. Going back to the agreement, opening it, I'm going to screenshot it twice, and I'm going to scribble on it, that way you know it's the same photograph. I'm going to zoom in. You can see the signature. I'm going to scribble on it so you know that's the same photograph. I'm going to go back to my gallery. I'm going to open those photographs, see the scribbles, and I'm going to press edit. I'm going to change the filter to black and white so you can see for yourself, a live view, that I am not lying about this. It's true. Wow, see, no signature anymore. Isn't that crazy? Now tell me that was not intentional. And if you can find another form that Christine's ever signed in green ink with, let me know, because she hasn't. Not that I'm aware of. There's the other one, zoomed in closer. I Hell, you can hardly see it as it is, and look at that, no signature anymore. That is just crazy to me, man. And how nobody is seeing this as being weird, with all the other things I have to provide, is also crazy to me.
However, no matter what a signature is signed in, it's still a signature, and an agreement is an agreement, especially when notarized.